And welcome back, guys. So here's the question we're going to ask ourselves today. How do I do an integral like x squared minus 7x plus 12 over x minus 2 dx? Like, say you're in the woods and someone shows you this integral and says, do this integral or I'll kill you. Well, I mean, maybe, obviously there are a lot of questions come to your mind, but maybe you think about like a u sub. But I don't think there's a u that's really appropriate and going to work in this case. So what you're going to do is if you have any type of integral that's in this form, so if you have an integral of a polynomial divided by another polynomial, then in that case, and the bigger power is on top. So if you have polynomial, and a bigger power on top, your strategy should be simplify by long division. And then after you simplify by long division, then you're going to integrate each term. Okay, so the strategy here is, let's take as an example here. So we actually already did that one, but let's suppose you're out in the woods and someone gives you this integral. The integral from y cubed plus 6y squared plus 12y plus 10 dy, which is divided by y plus 2. Okay, now you look at this and you see, hey, I have a bigger power on top, so that means that we're going to go ahead and do long division. So let's see. So first off, before we even take care of the integral, we're going to simplify first. So we're going to simplify first, and we'll do, okay, how many times does y plus 2 go into y cubed plus 6y squared plus 12y plus 10? Okay, so I'm just saying inside the integral sign, I'm going to simplify this part into a different form that's easier to work with, and then I'll integrate that easier form. So let's do that. Okay, y cubed divided by y, that's y squared, of course. So let's multiply down. So we have a y cubed plus 2y squared, subtract. Okay, so we have a 4y squared plus 12y. All right, so we got a y and a 4y squared. So we get plus, let's see, 4y, multiplied that down. So we're going to have 4y squared plus 8y. Now when I subtract, I'll do a minus and a minus. So we'll have a 4y plus 10. Okay, so y goes into 4y. That works out 4 times. Okay, so we have 4y plus 8. And then we'll subtract 2. Okay, so there's our remainder. We have 2 over y plus 2. So this is the simplified form. And remember that this part right here is just the same thing as the whole thing that we're trying to integrate. So what we're going to do now is we're just going to rewrite the integral. So we're going to rewrite the integral as the integral of y squared plus 4y plus 4 plus 2 over y plus 2. Okay, now, is this an integral you know how to do? Yeah, like you guys can do this. So now, just do each term separately. So that's the whole idea of integration by long division. You do the long division first to break it into an easier form. Now you can integrate each part reliably. So y squared becomes y cubed over 3. That becomes 4y becomes a 2y squared plus a 4y. As for this part right here, you're going to want to do a mini u sub. Just pick u, and in these cases, u is always going to be the denominator when you're doing long division. So u will always just be y plus 2, or you did it wrong. And your du is just a dy. So that just becomes integral 2 over u du. So that's 2 ln absolute value u. So this is just 2 ln absolute value y plus 2 plus c. Now, of course, if you had a definite integral, it is this very last step that you would plug into, but you'd be fine there. So if it was a definite, now you plug in and you'll do a top minus bottom. Okay, so let me look at one more example where the u sub is just slightly more complicated. So suppose someone asks you, suppose someone asks you to integrate 6x squared minus x minus 11 over 2x minus 3. Okay, so let's do 2x minus 3 divided by 6x squared minus x minus 11. Again, you see the bigger power on top, so that's your indication that long division is a strategy you want. Okay, so we'll divide this in, 2x into 6x squared. So that's going to be 3x. We multiply down, so that'll be 6x squared. 3x and 3 is minus a 9x, so you do minus and plus, so that becomes 8x minus 11. So 8x over 2x is going to be plus 4. 4 multiplies down, you'll have 8x minus 12. Okay, so let's be careful here with the sign. So minus and plus, so this is going to be a plus 1. So my remainder is 1 over 2x minus 3. So again, let's rewrite the integral in this form. And I just want to remind you here to be careful with the u sub. And again, feel free to go back and redo this video and try and do the same one by yourself. So when I integrate this, I'm going to get 3x squared over 2. I'm going to get a 4x. As for this one, definitely be careful on the u sub. You got to pick your u equals 2x minus 3, but don't just blindly jump into the natural log because we do need a 2 dx. We need a 2 here, we need a 1/2 in front. So that becomes 1/2 integral 1 over u du. So that becomes 1/2 natural log of u, so 1/2 ln 2x minus 3 plus c. Okay, and that's integration by long division. Just a couple notes, just briefly. Can I do this on something like integral of 3x squared plus 8x minus 2 divided by x? Well, the answer is maybe. Like, you can do long division on this. It'll actually work out. But the easier way is just to split this up. So split this up into, integral of 3x squared over x plus 8x over x. The x's cancel minus 2 over x, and just do those parts separately. Now, if you want to do long division, you can, but it's going to be a lot less work just to split it up and break it up this way. What about something like this? Can I do long division on something like this integral? Say integral of x plus 5 over x squared plus 3x minus 4 dx. Well, in this case, the answer is no, right? You see the larger power on bottom, which is an indication that long division is not going to work. And there is a different strategy for this, and we will learn it later in this class. Okay, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you soon.